Welcome back to Car Scope. Today's feature highlights a car that enthusiasts have respected for years. Built by Nissan Motor Co., Limited with motorsport tuning from Nismo, the newest GT-R pushes the R38 generation further than many expected. The moment the car appears, its presence feels aggressive, purposeful, almost mechanical in attitude. This is not a soft luxury coupe. This machine looks like it wants a racetrack. Up front, the design keeps the GT-R identity alive while adding sharper aerodynamics. A wider V-motion grille dominates the face, feeding large amounts of air into the twin-turbo engine. Thin LED headlights give a focused, predatory expression. The hood now features deeper vents that release hot air from the engine bay, improving cooling during high-speed driving. Carbon fiber trim appears throughout the front fascia, reducing weight while improving downforce. Large splitters sit low to the road, making the car look planted even while standing still. Move toward the side profile where the shape remains unmistakably GT-R. Muscular fenders stretch outward to house lightweight forged wheels. The body lines flow with a mix of sharp edges plus smooth curves that guide airflow toward the rear. Air outlets behind the front wheels help reduce turbulence. Nismo editions receive extensive carbon fiber across side skirts, mirror caps, roof sections, creating both visual drama plus measurable aerodynamic improvements. Ride height sits low, giving the car a track-ready stance. Even parked, it looks fast. The rear section remains one of the most iconic designs in performance car history. Four circular taillights glow like jet engines at night. A massive carbon rear wing dominates the trunk area, generating serious downforce when speeds climb. The rear bumper integrates huge vents, a sculpted diffuser, plus quad exhaust outlets that produce the unmistakable GT-R sound. Every line at the back exists for performance rather than decoration. Airflow management, stability, cooling, all play roles here. Step inside the cabin where the balance between technology, driver focus, plus performance becomes clear. The interior now feels more refined compared to early R38 models. Alcantara surfaces cover the dashboard, steering wheel, plus door panels. Carbon fiber trim reminds occupants that this car belongs on a circuit. Nismo sports seats hold the driver firmly during aggressive cornering. Red stitching, subtle Nismo badging, metallic accents create a motorsport atmosphere without becoming overwhelming. A large infotainment display sits at the center, offering navigation, performance data, smartphone connectivity, plus camera systems. The driver information cluster combines digital graphics with analog inspiration. One of the coolest features remains the performance monitor that displays turbo boost, oil temperature, transmission data, lap timing metrics. Originally inspired by racing simulators, drivers can track the machine's health while pushing it hard. Cabin space remains tight compared with typical Grand Tours, yet the layout focuses on driver control. The steering wheel feels thick, perfectly shaped for spirited driving. Paddle shifters deliver quick gear changes from the dual-clutch transmission. Visibility remains surprisingly good considering the aggressive bodywork. Now the heart of this beast, performance. Under the hood lives a handcrafted 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6, assembled by a single master technician in Japan. For the 2026 Nismo version, output reaches roughly 600 horsepower with torque around 481 pounds-feet. Power travels through a sophisticated all-wheel drive system capable of shifting torque instantly between front plus rear wheels. Acceleration feels explosive. 0 to 60 miles per hour arrives in roughly 2.7 seconds depending on conditions. Launch control fires the car forward with violent precision. The 6-speed dual-clutch transmission shifts in milliseconds, keeping the engine inside its power band. On a racetrack, the GT-R remains incredibly stable thanks to advanced suspension tuning, adaptive dampers, wider tires developed specifically for this model. Steering response feels sharp, direct, confidence-inspiring. Drivers sense exactly what the front wheels are doing. Massive Brembo brakes provide serious stopping power. Carbon ceramic options increase heat resistance for track sessions. Aerodynamics also play a huge role at higher speeds. Downforce generated by the Nismo body kit presses the car into the asphalt, giving drivers confidence when corners arrive quickly. Technology beneath the skin includes advanced traction management, adjustable drive modes, launch control programming, performance stability systems designed not to interfere too aggressively with spirited driving. Instead of limiting the driver, these systems enhance control. Sound also matters. The exhaust produces a deep mechanical growl during acceleration, followed by turbo whistles, sharp gear changes, plus crackles when lifting off the throttle. It reminds drivers that this car grew from racing development. Fuel efficiency obviously is not the priority here. Performance dominates every engineering decision. Buyers interested in this machine usually want raw speed, legendary durability, plus the prestige attached to the GT-R name. Pricing places the 2026 GT-R R38 NISMO among serious performance machines, yet still below many European supercars. Expected starting price sits around $210,000 depending on market options, plus limited production numbers. Standard GT-R trims remain significantly cheaper, though Nismo represents the most extreme factory version available. Ownership also brings a sense of heritage. Since the Skyline GT-R days, this name has symbolized engineering obsession, track performance, technological experimentation. The R38 generation carried that tradition into the modern era while competing with vehicles costing twice as much. Driving this machine never feels ordinary. Every throttle press reminds the driver that a monster lives beneath the hood. Every corner shows how carefully the chassis was engineered. It may not be the newest platform in the industry, yet constant upgrades keep it competitive even now. For enthusiasts, the 2026 model represents something special, possibly one of the final evolutions of the legendary R38 before the next generation arrives. That alone makes it important. So that's the 2026 Nissan GT-R R38 NISMO. Aggressive design, race-inspired interior, brutal acceleration, plus technology developed through motorsport. Few cars deliver this level of performance with such a recognizable personality. If you enjoy supercar performance mixed with everyday usability, this machine still stands among the greatest performance icons ever built. Thanks for watching Car Scope. More detailed car reviews, performance legends, future automotive technology videos coming soon.